The Packers have played their 4 quarters. Now it's time for the 5th quarter.
It's not only TJ Lang. Here's the other list of unrestricted free agents for the Packers. Julius Peppers, pretty good 3-year run.
I think they got more out of Julius than they even anticipated. Julius said after the game that he doesn't know if he wants to play and doesn't know if the Packers want him back.
Yeah,
but he did say he thinks he still can play. And he had 8.5 sacks in the, 19 games they played this year?
I think 26 in his 3 years deal. Yeah, well worth it.
I thought it was a 1-year deal when they got – I know it was a 3-year contract, but I thought he'll play 1 year and then that'll be it. And they certainly got more out of him than I think they even thought.
And he was one of our best guests this year, wasn't he? A lot of fun when he came. He was awesome.
Nice guy,
yeah. Mention TJ Lang. What do you think?
Hard call. I mean, he's going to be 30 in September. He's got injuries, but he's played through injuries. Like you said with Josh Sitton, you just never know. They replaced Josh Sitton with a much cheaper guy in Lane Taylor, and you barely noticed. I think TJ's got a lot of good football left in him, but I think it's a hard call. I mean, I think everybody in the locker room hopes he's back. And
all right, I felt okay about Sitton to Taylor. I'm not so sure I feel about Barkley for Lang.
I know this.
Or moving Spriggs
right.
inside.
I don't think they want to do that.
I don't know if they do either.
Yeah, they don't have the replacement in house like they did with Taylor.
Jared Cook just signed a 1-year deal. A must redo.
It's just one less thing you have to address in the draft.
I contend, and I've said it. He was the reason this offense got rolling. I don't think it was Aaron Rodgers certainly had a lot to do with it, but I think him getting healthy, him becoming a factor in the passing game, drawing attention, creating space for others, had as much to do with it as anything.
One of the reasons that Rodgers made that, I think we can run the table comment, was the week before Cook came back and had a big game at Washington.
Yeah, all right. Dayton Jones.
Don't see it unless it's cheap.
I don't see it either. I just don't know what he gives them. Too many. Yeah, no. Brett Good.
Yes, minimum contract.
He'll do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Don Barclay.
They really like Lucas Patrick, a kid on the practice squad. That's somebody to keep an eye out for next summer. I think he's a replacement, not as a starter, obviously, but a guy who can be a utility lineman. Keep that name in mind, Lucas Patrick.
By the way, he signed all of the practice squad guys today, right?
Yep,
so who says Ted doesn't dabble in free agency? Signed 8 free agents today, all practice squatters. J.C. Treader.
That's a really hard call. I mean, here he was the starter early in the year. He and Corey Linsley have kind of traded the starting job off. I think you can get him back at a reasonable price.
Kristen Michael, the flighty.
Nope.
See him. Thanks for the help, Kristen, but no thanks. All right, 2 more, and I think they're important ones. Micah Hyde.
Micah's sense, I think, is that he's gone. I mean, I know they tried to do a deal, like Micah's people tried to get a deal done during the season, and the Packers said no. He wants he wants and probably will get a deal like Casey Hayward got last year, which was almost $5 million a year, I think. Somebody will pay him.
For a slot, he can't play every down on the edge, though, on the perimeter. I don't think. Do you?
People thought the same about Hayward, too, though. Thought he was an inside guy.
Remember all of those 6
Micah
picks he
Hyde,
had that one big season? Were almost all on the inside in the nickel.
Right. Micah Hyde had 4 picks in the last 7 games. Probably was their only real playmaker back there. People notice those games late in the year.
Yes, they do. And Eddie Lacy on the list.
I think he'll be back at a short-term, like a Nick Perry prove-it deal, a 1 or 2 year deal. I thought going into last season that there was no way he would be back because if he had a big year, they wouldn't pay him, and if he had another bad year because of the weight, they'd say, see ya. Now, he is big, but he was effective 5 yards a carry for the first 6 weeks before he got hurt. I think he'll come back at a 1 or 2 year reasonably priced deal.
Do you think he plays football because he's good at it and the money's good, or do you think he really loves football? I'm not sure he loves.
I think it's the first reason.
I don't think he loves football.
I don't. We've seen plenty of guys over the years like that. Jamal Reynolds was a guy. I know he had injuries, but I don't think he loved football. Justin Harrell, maybe not a guy who loved football.
Didn't love either one of them.
Cletus Hunt, not a guy who loved football.
Yeah.
Good player though. Unlike those other guys.
Yeah,
so,
all right.
I don't know. I think Eddie Lacy is so laid back and such a happy-go-lucky guy, it's hard to tell if that's an act or if that's real.
Last I saw, Rob, Packers are projected to be $26.7 million under the cap.
I actually think it'll be more than that because the cap is going to end up being higher than people thought. They also have $8 million that they carry over from the projected number I saw was like in the $40 millions. Sam Shields they're gonna wipe $9 million off the books when they cut him.
There's no way he's back.
No, he's played 2 of the last 23 games he's been available for. It's just even as good as he might be, you can't count on him.
And he was at the game Sunday.
Yeah, I talked to him.
And he still said he's got headache issues.
I said, Sam, why? I did that. I said, look, I mean, you're 4 months away and you still have severe headaches. Why are you going to play? He said he likes it, so maybe he needs the money. I don't know.
All right, so they'll have available money.
Nick Perry's another one on that list.
Yeah. There he is. Yeah, I forgot Nick Perry.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
11 sacks this year, best year, but he's going to want a lot of money. I mean, 11 sacks gets you money.
And he already took the 1-year cut rate
and
deal.
He proved it. I mean, he played well. People are going to notice him. So I think that'll be a interesting one to watch.
To maneuver to afford to bring back some of your own, not to mention maybe go out and sign one. They did this with Favre a lot over his last 5-6 years, restructure the QB's contract, move the money out.
Rodgers next year is still his base salary next year is only $12 million. It doesn't jump to the 20s until the year after. So I don't think they'd have to do that until 2018 with Rodgers.
All right. There's your free agents.